I don't know that LA Knight has any problem with what Kevin Nash says or anybody else. I know him as somebody that we very much enjoyed working with here in NXT. Nobody's happier to see him thriving and doing well on the main roster more than I am.
I mentioned off camera that I also work with Bill Apter. We recently caught up with Marty Jannetty, who had a lot of praise for you and the work that you have been doing with NXT. This was what he said. I could see that he had the knowledge and talent to be teaching the younger guys. I would love to be there. My passion too is to teach the younger guys. Would you like for him to maybe come down and have a spell in NXT as well?
Well, look, that's something I will say this, on the coaching side, the Performance Center is 100% head coach Matt Bloom. One of the things that we do here in NXT is one of the things we say is we all stay in our lane. But obviously, any former WWE superstars or guys that have mentored guys in the WWE, we always bring through, or at least, have an opportunity to bring through them, whether it be on a full-time basis or a part-time basis, just coming in to visit. So having guys come in and help train our young men and women that come through NXT is always something that we encourage here. So having Marty or anybody, like I said, come through here, we're always looking forward to having that happen. But that is something that Matt Bloom handles. He takes care of all the coaching and all the people that come through in that respect. But if Marty were to reach out to Matt, I'm sure that's something he would do his best to work on.
It would not behoove me to not bring up one headline that is going around. That is the biggest talk of the wrestling world. Your good friend Kevin Nash recently called one of the graduates of NXT, LA Knight. He called him a ripoff of The Rock. Do you have a response to that?
No, except that, Kevin Nash has always given his opinion on stuff. And, dare I say, so does Sportskeeda and every other, website out there. You guys got opinions on lots of people. Every wrestling fan does. You're absolutely allowed to have them, as Kevin's allowed to have his. We can all agree or respectfully disagree. And so I don't know that LA Knight has any problem with what Kevin Nash says or anybody else. I know him as somebody that we very much enjoyed working with here in NXT. Nobody's happier to see him thriving and doing well on the main roster more than I am. And so we here at NXT are very proud of all the men and women that got sort of brought up in the draft. Obviously very excited about that. It speaks well of NXT, and it speaks well of what the Performance Center, has done for the WWE. It was a great, concept 10 years ago when Hunter first came up with it. It's something that he should be very proud of, and it continues to be a feeder system for the main roster, and not just for the main roster, but also the wrestling world in general. So many, important people, whether they be with the WWE or on other brands out there, are all people, quite a few of them have been through the NXT system. So I think that speaks a lot about what we've accomplished here.
Amazing. To my final question, I think we have limited time. Baron Corbin is back in NXT and he's doing a lot of interesting things. Do you think NXT is a great place for a lot of main roster characters to come and have a sort of reboot and repackage themselves and go back maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I will go back again to Finn Balor. Again, I was so happy again to get to work with him when he came back through NXT again. And again, same thing with, Apollo, and again, Mustafa Ali. Again, I think people are gonna, they're gonna see an amazing match between him and Wes Lee at Great American Bash on July 30th. That is going to be a match that is, likely to steal the show. But I'm telling you, again, Baron Corbin is another guy. The one thing that I love, again, is that A lot of times you go up there to the main roster, and again, it's fantastic. That is everybody's goal. Having been there, I understand it. It's everything that you want. You want to go out there, have a chance to be a part of a WrestleMania, possibly headline a WrestleMania, stand in front of a stadium with 80,000 people screaming your name is what we all get into this line of work for. That and to make a really good living. Sometimes doing that comes with a lot of stress, a lot of focus, a lot of anxiety, and sometimes we forsake the fun and the enjoyment of that. One of the things that I so much enjoy about the guys and girls that come back here from the main roster is that we bring that passion back to them. Once again, they're around a younger environment. They're around a place where enjoyment and fun and passion are what it's all about here in NXT. NXT is where it's fresh and it's new and it's pure. It isn't all about the money and headlining premium live events and standing at WrestleMania, because that's not going to happen here in NXT. Yes, you're going to have success. You're going to make some money, but this is where you learn, you enjoy it. These are the college years. Everybody looks back in college as some of the best times in their lives, and that's what we try to do here in NXT. And that's one thing that Baron Corbin's having the opportunity to do. He's coming back here. He's having a great deal of fun. He's finding himself again. He's finding his voice. He's finding, who it is he wants to be. Not who someone else wants to be, but who is Baron Corbin and who is he going to be going forward in the wrestling business, and more importantly, here in the WWE. That's really fun for us, and something that's enjoyable to bring that reinvigoration, to each individual as they come through here. So again, we're excited for Baron, where he's having a good time. He's having fun again. And look, we're excited to have him because it's a huge plus for us. He brings a lot of experience. It's going to help a lot of our younger superstars grow and to get better, because he's a guy that's been there, done that, and seen that. So for us, it's just pluses across the board when you get an opportunity to have somebody like Baron Corbin step back into NXT. Everybody is going to benefit from that, and we're thrilled about it.
Amazing. I could talk to you about your career for hours, but I'm so glad I got to speak to you about this chapter of your life. I hope we talk again. Thank you so much for joining us at Sportskeeda.
You bet. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you helping us out with the Great American Bash. Obviously, want everybody check it out on Peacock or the WWE Network. It's July 30th, and we're going to put on a hell of a show for you.